Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. The other day, I was cleaning up around the house, and I was going through some old lunch boxes. I forgot that back in the early 2000s, I put most of my Imperial Army inside a Return of the Jedi lunchbox. You can see I've got 5 of these Power of the Force 2 Stormtroopers. I really liked the option to be able to get these guys at the time, because it was a great way to troop build. I used to pick them up a lot at yard sales and stuff, and I probably had at least 2 brand new ones on the card, maybe 3 at the time. Here you can see one vintage Kenner Stormtrooper. I have more of them, but most of my Kenner stuff is kind of put in one place, and I don't know how this guy ended up with these guys. And then in the back over here, you can see I've got a couple of other slightly more modern, better articulation versions. I think this guy's helmet even comes off. Nope, not this one. Oh, it's this one. There's your Jango Fett era. Now we know what they look like under there. Another way to help bolster my Stormtrooper ranks was to put the helmets on these Luke and Han Solo figures in disguise. I'm a little disappointed to see that after about almost 20 years in this lunchbox, Han Solo is discolored. He was actually a Fruit Loops premium at the time, a mail-away figure. This version of Luke, who has his arms spread out further, came in a cinema scene with a Han Solo and a Chewbacca figure as they were carrying Chewbacca through the detention center. Well, I was trying to avoid shooting this straight on the yellow backdrop because I thought maybe it would make the Stormtroopers look more yellow or dingy. Most of them are pretty good, but they don't want to stand on the white lid, they don't want to stand on this blanket, so moving on. You know, I also, just like I enjoyed picking up extra Stormtroopers, I grabbed every one of these Luke Skywalkers I could, thinking that, you know, hey, they're not a bad army builder also. I even sometimes bought ones that didn't have helmets, hoping that maybe I would find some helmets. This guy here, actually, with the slick back hair and the little black specks on his chest, came as an exclusive figure in a Star Wars board game. But you know, he's still dirty, but if I could get extra helmets, he's a Stormtrooper. I also have some Sand Troopers. Boy, this guy needs to wash his uniform. Move along. Biker Scouts. This guy's always a little funny when he's not on his speeder bike since he's so bow-legged. Here's a couple of Elite Emperor's Guards that came out of a Dark Horse comic series done with art by Paul Glacy. Here's some TIE Fighter pilots. These guys are from Power of the Force 2. This is actually a custom version of the same figure. I put a Lando Calrissian head on it. But I had to Dremel his hair down and even his cheeks a little bit to fit it inside the helmet. So I painted on a beard there to make sure it didn't look like Lando and to kind of cover up the scratches. But I even hollowed out the helmet, so he can wear it. This TIE Fighter Pilot came in one of the 2-packs from the comic or something. I forget exactly what the story is with him. Is it Biggs as a TIE Fighter Pilot? I think it was just some Imperial character. Thought it was weird that his helmet was open like that, though. Here's a couple of Imperial Gunners, Power of the Force 2, and a later figure. Even has a removable helmet. Here's 2 Death Star Commanders with their goofy helmets that hide their faces. Here's a Power of the Force 2 AT-ST Commander, and here is Han Solo disguised as an AT-ST Commander. I kind of like this figure. I mean, yeah, there is a scene in the movie where he does this, but you could easily army build this figure and just pretend that he's a regular pilot, regular driver. Here's a couple of Imperial Officers. I actually think this one might be Luke Skywalker in disguise, but I can't remember. If it's not, the guy looks kind of like Luke. And to finish it off, here's a few Imperial Droids. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. In the comments below, let me know if you would like to see some more Star Wars videos featuring older figures that I have in my collection. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos.